A big thanks to all of my Patreon supporters, and a big thanks to all of these donators of $5 or more. Gloomy Horse, An Enthusiast, Willie Davenport, and Vlad Tepish 3176. You all helped make these episodes possible. Well, hello there. Venus Reed. I would love to acknowledge you a little bit better, but my eyesight is... Dead Zergling, of course. Yes. Welcome, insufferable gaming fans. Your old pal Rosso here. Today we are playing Enter the Gungeon, a game that I played a few times back in the day, but which I haven't played for quite some time. Reason being that, I wasn't really great at it back in the day, but fortunately, our good buddy Screaming Fist played it earlier today, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna give it a shot myself, because I've been having fun playing it myself. And as such, hopefully, I can make it at least somewhere in the game again. You're right, DZ. I usually only take shots. To that extent, take a shot. It's 3 a.m. here, so I'm trying to be relatively quiet if I can. Now, over the last 2 weeks, I have been playing the shit out of this game, and I was enthralled when I saw that Screaming Fist had the same game and was gonna play it some. Yes, no getting mad or loud, indeed. Now, much like Binding of Isaac, which you may have seen me play before. Yeah, fart too loud. That'll happen. I have done the equivalent of beating Mom with the Convict. In other words, I've beaten the first ostensible boss with the Convict in my spare time. I'm almost 100% certain that there are more bosses to unlock. Now, I'm not trying too hard to avoid spoilers with this game because it's so huge that I'll never be able to. But, I've been mostly trying to figure things out for myself, and I've been trying to do such things. I still need to beat things with the Marine, the Pilot, and the Hunter. Let's go with the Hunter today. Now, in the depths of the Gungeon, there are secret items that apparently you're supposed to get. I've gotten 3 of them. I know where to get the 4th one. I just haven't done it yet. Very difficult, that. Another round. Get in there. Alright, you get it, red dudes. So, DZ, how are the audio levels? Not too overpowering, I hope. I honestly can't tell. Also, I can tell I'm gonna have some problems. Let's just reduce the size of that chat by a little bit there. Duly noted. Actually, my mic is bumped up as high as it can get, So my alternative is to turn down the game audio, which I will certainly do. And apparently that broke everything. And now all of the audio is dead forever. There we go. Better or worse? Hopefully better. I can bring the mic a little bit closer to my face. And the hiccups are just the icing on the cake. No good stream goes by without a great set of hiccups. What? You bitter nonsense. That's fake news. Fuck you, barrel. Fuck you, other barrel. And fuck your table. Ah, the bullet can. They're adorable little critters. You know what? My stupid fat face is actually kind of blocking a lot of the important things in the screen, so I'm gonna move that. Not that this is much better, but it should help a bit. Theoretically. Lots of things work theoretically. Take that, barrels. Fucking loser barrels. Yeah, directly in the middle. That'll just be the best. Leave it there forever. Ah, take that. That was satisfying. The mind your head challenge. Indeed. Okay, there is where the boss is. And I hope my family didn't just text me to say, fuck you, stop being loud. Oh no, great. My mobile live dashboard just now caught up. Well, you know. That's the thing. It's a bit behind. But that's okay. I am not worried about this. To the contrary, I find this very relaxing and delightful. Much like I find this beer stein relaxing and delightful. And not just because it's filled with vodka. DZ, they have not texted me to shut up in the past. They have been very, very cool about my late night streams. Mostly because this house is big enough that they probably can't hear me unless I get really loud. But I do not want to push my luck, if you know what I mean. Not in the least, my friend. Not in the least. Okay, that's a lot of bullet dudes. They just all popped right out of nowhere, didn't they? Good for them. They're being proactive. Good, good. So far, so good, etc., etc. Ah, hello points. Very dangerous, those. Alright. This is a tier 2 chest. And it gave us an Anviling. Ah, the Anvil Chorus. Most delightful of the Looney Tunes songs. We'll be saving that for the boss. What else we got? Okay, we can get an item by trading a key. We can get a good baby mimic, or a Daruma, or a book of chest anatomy. Honestly, I don't feel like any of those are worth it, so I'm gonna skip this one. Check it out. Here's a neat trick. You can slide all the way across the tables until they break. That's something they don't teach you in the tutorial. I had to figure that out for myself. A fun boob reference. Oh no. I've missed an obvious dick joke and or boob reference. See, now Dead Zergling, that concerns me greatly. However, I will not let this deter me in my quest to be the best whatever was. Oh, hey, hey, playing Apex, eh? Oh, yeah, okay, chest anatomy. I get it. Took me a second there. Hey, buddy. Use the teleporter to come back and spin some more. Globulons get faster when they split apart. Weird ones, those. Not native to the Gungeon either. Rubber bullets won't hurt you, but they sure are annoying. See, every single enemy in this game has a whole shitload of lore. It's really fun to read it, but I will not subject you all to all of that because it would take literal hours to read it all. That being said, I do have about half of everything in this game cataloged and or unlocked. But only about half of everything. I've been playing this game for like hours and hours and hours, and yet I still haven't seen nearly everything. Especially the bosses. Like, I've seen like half of the bosses. That's what makes me think that there are a lot of bonus areas that I haven't even gotten yet. Yeah, touch the cabinet. See, now we're talking about some good old-fashioned the messenger shit. And believe me, I'll be finishing that game. Hell, I'm in such a good mood right now that, you know, once my family wakes up and I don't have to worry about being quiet anymore, maybe I'll just record a lot of games. Maybe I'll do some work on the messenger. Maybe I'll try to finish Super Adventure Island, or, you know, The Treasure of King Noel, Landstalker. It could happen. I just got a ballot. Well, I mean, just being in a good mood doesn't mean that I'll ever finish that level in Castlevania 3. I could be still working on that level when I've died of old age and the universe has crumbled to dust. Taking hits already. Things are not boding well. Or Matthew Bodining well. Or any combination thereof. In my defense, I have been drinking very heavily for several hours, so it might take me a minute or two to get back in the hang of the game. Or I might never get back in the hang of the game at this point. That's also possible. Like that right there. That almost never happens. Except the one time when I actually play on screen, which is now. It is almost inevitable that when you play on screen, one will embarrass themselves every blasted time, right? Alright. Yeah, that was awful. Okay. That was the hunter. We'll move next to the marine. See if we can get a little bit farther. Could happen. Seriously. That is the first time in at least a dozen runs that I've failed on the very first floor, and it would happen as soon as I start recording. I can't imagine why this would be. It's almost like there's an outside factor influencing my playing style. Well, of course I got a green screen. It was very cheap. Look, dude, my green screen... Wait a minute. Oh no, I am literally drinking American vodka. The American vodka. See? It's definitely the American vodka. But, to answer your question, I do have a green screen, which is the cheapest green screen you could possibly get. Hang on, let me show it off here. It is literally just like a huge fuck off piece of fabric that I bought from Walmart that happens to be green. And it's fastened to my walls with a couple of freaking hooks, man. So yeah, it's janky as hell, but it mostly works. Mostly. You too can have this level of success with the bare minimum of effort by going to Walmart and purchasing some green fabric. Yes, mostly working is indeed the best kind of working. I mean, it could be a lot worse. It could be raining. I almost took a grenade right squaw up the ass there. Oh, wait a minute. Before I forget. There. Also, never mind. It's as good as it's gonna get. Honestly, the less you screw around with your camera after you get it as good as it's going to get, the better you are. Like, I could try to cut those little lights out at the top, but if I do that, honestly, I'm probably going to wind up just fucking things up worse than they already are. Sometimes good enough is, in fact, good enough. And that's a really important thing to learn about any kind of showmanship, really. What have we here? Ooh, a brand new item. Let's see what it does. Grants all bullets a small chance to transmogrify. Each of these rounds has been enchanted by a sorceress of great power. They appear to be extremely old. Okay, that is hugely great. That means that every bullet I pump into an enemy has a chance of turning them into a chicken. I mean, it sounds lame right off the cuff, but if I get a weapon that fires really fast, that's definitely going to help a ton. It, alas, does not work on bosses, DZ, but what it does work on is bosses' minions that they summon. I swan to Pete, my vision gets worse every year. I should absolutely be able to look at my screen and without breaking a sweat see everything that people are typing. But at this point I actually do have to hunch forward a little. That just ain't right, man. Let's see. I have not renewed my prescription lately, but what I have done lately is drink a whole lot. You know, most people have eyesight problems if they drink like a fucking sailor. I don't think that is the kind of revelation that would surprise anyone. I'll save this for later. Exactly. Precisely. No disguise for that double vision. Also, in my defense, and, you know, this may sound lame, but I assure you it is a thing. When I do my green screen, I have these giant fuck off blasted lights shining almost right directly in my face. And those really do make it harder to see by a lot. Especially if I don't reposition them correctly. Fucking spotlights, man. See, now I have to reposition my lighting on the fly, which would be a huge problem, but luckily I am a professional, which is why I didn't figure all of this out in the first place, because I'm a professional. It's funny because it's sad. Extremely, extremely sad. There we go. I'm sure this won't bite me in the ass. By which I mean I'm sure this will bite me in the ass. But what are you gonna do? Rubber bullets. They're a delight. See, if I had a finite amount of ammo, I'd be trying to be much more careful than I am right now. But I don't. The ammo in this gun, completely infinite. Which is why I love it. You would pay to see a light bulb bite someone in the ass? Well, that's not the weirdest fetish I've ever seen. But it's up there. I definitely meant to dodge all those things on purpose. It was by no means completely accidental. Alright, what do we got here? We got a gas mask. Ooh, we have a donation box. This swarthy fellow will give us 20 shells, aka dollars, for every half heart we donate. Sure, I'll take a few. Especially since I have a saved amount of hearts. Yeah, pro tip. If you have saved hearts, you can collect them here, and if you have a vampire, you can just use those hearts up to get free money. Well, free money. Nothing's really free, is it? But that's a sad lamentation for another time. Those poor, delightful socialists. They mean well. Oh shit. I did politics again. I told myself I was gonna stop doing that, but hey, let's face it, anyone who gets this far into this video already knows me and knows that my politics are kind of wonky, and they also know that I love them no matter what they think, and I will be glad to have their back or buy them a beer, even if they disagree with me. Isn't that right? Skål, my friends. Skål. Just going swinging. Some bitch. Huh? Had to happen eventually. I knew I would take a hit at some point. Oh man. I want a key for that chest. Dead Zergling, them's fighting words. Let's grab a key, go back here, open up this bitchin' ass chest. Ooh! An item I haven't gotten before. See, again, you know, many hours in, I'm still finding items I've never gotten before. R2-G2. Gunmech robot. Companion. Fires upon foes. This robot originally served beverages to the gun dead as they wandered the chambers. Well, I can see why he would want to side with me. The hearts are always at least like 26 shells, and you get, well, the half hearts are 26 shells, and you get 20 from donating half a heart, so yeah. Don't quite work. Alas. Okay. Ugh. I really wish that I had some good guns. No. A full heart is like 36. Actually, you might be right. Let me double check. A full heart is 30. Holy shit, DZ. You just opened the world up. Alright. We're gonna sell some hearts off to this dude. That was a good call. Now, mind you, the shopkeeper doesn't always have hearts for sale. But from now on, I'm going to look at it objectively, and I'm going to be like, well, Dead Zergling was like, well, let a vampire bite the fuck out of you, and good things could come your way. I mean, why not? Why not? I still don't have a decent gun, though. That's very disconcerting in this workaday world. Oh, good. The Trigger Twins. They're not exactly the easiest enemies to fight. Fuck. I swan to Pete. Usually getting past the first level is not a huge deal. Unless you're recording. In which case, you're pretty much completely hosed. Ugh. Give me those hearts, you dumb nuts. I can't wait to see what gun this is. It's the trick gun. It's a shitty gun. Now, you may wonder, what is a trick gun? Well, it's a reference to the very popular game Bloodborne. So, the gun acts like a trick weapon from the game Bloodborne. But it sucks. It sucks ass. And I hate it. Couldn't get a good gun there, huh? Alright, game. The ball's in your court. The dungeon proper. See, that's the problem with this gun. It moves wildly from pistol to shotgun. I feel like it could be very useful if you as a gamer, were able to just, like, pay attention to which object it was at the time. I can't. I can't keep track of that weirdness right there. Someday maybe I will. Today ain't that day. You know what would be great? A weapon that's just good all of the time and doesn't have a lot of weird conditions. That'd be swell. And I just took 3 hits in rapid succession and 4 hits. Great. Great. Thank you, game. I appreciate that. That was just the bee's tits. Outstanding. That was the second chamber. I'll do another shot. And by shot, I mean I will do another attempt at the game, and also I mean that I will drink some more alcohol. But give me just a second to do an episode break. Yeah, the trick gun sucks balls. Okay, one moment, people.